to Expo Explorer. My name is Shannon. I'm going to be your tour guide for today. We're going to have a tour around Sustainability District. That's going to take about 25 minutes. And in between, we're going to have 2 stops. So if you want to hop off, please do feel free and hop off on the stops that we're going to have. And I'm just going to give you a few information that might help you when you explore the sites. So the first thing that we have on my left hand side is the Vista Center 3. We have Vista Centers everywhere around the expo sites. This is where you get toilets. They have toilets upstairs as well as prayer rooms. They also have power bank rental stations where you can book, rent for a power bank. They also have Zoom supermarket as well as information center where you can rent a buggy in case you want a golf cart that can take you around expo sites. Most of them, they also have baby feeding rooms, showers, and first aid as well. So the first pavilion that we have today is Italy Pavilion. This pavilion talks about the past and the present and the future of Italy. It was also designed, it was also made with about 2 million reused plastics, the one that you see outside. So after export, they will remove them and reuse them again, which shows sustainability in it. Italy is one of the busiest pavilion and expo sites, and it's very quite unfortunate that they do not have smart pass. So if you want to visit it, you have to be a bit patient because the queues are always a little bit low throughout the day. The next pavilion that we have is Investment Corporation of Dubai. This pavilion talks about businesses and investments. So if you are into business or entrepreneurship, I recommend you visit Investment Corporation of Dubai. They also tell you in detail how you can start your business in Dubai and how Dubai can also help you or fund or invest in your own business. On my left hand side we have Campus German. This is German Pavilion. This structure or the design of the pavilion was made representing an old campus in German. Inside this pavilion you get to see an electoral swing. They also have a people. They have a lot of gaming activities that you can engage in. It's the most busiest pavilion expo sites, I must say, but everyone is going there because everyone has been recommending each other on what's inside. So I don't think you want to go without seeing what's inside Germany. It's for your own eyes only, but they have a lot of things that you can do inside. And the upcoming pavilion on my right hand side is the host nation pavilion, which is UAE pavilion. And this pavilion is also busy throughout the day. And they also don't have a smart pass for this pavilion, but it's worth waiting on the queue. Inside you get to see all the technological advancement that UAE is coming up with, and also you get to see you get to step on the sands of the Seven Emirates. So the structure of this pavilion was made or was designed to symbolize the UAE bed, which is the falcon bed. That's why you see they have like wings that are standing up on the roof of the pavilion. This wings flips from time to time, just like how the bed flips. So if you want to see all the transformation of UAE from the time that UAE was found until now, and how UAE is always making it to the Guinness Book of Records, please visit UAE Pavilion. And then on my right hand side we have the Awasa Plaza. This is known as the heart of Expo because this is where all the major districts that we have in Expo interconnect: sustainability, mobility, and opportunity. This Awasa Plaza is very unique. It's the biggest 360 dome projection in the world. So at night it actually have about 250 screens that lights and show what's happening on the stage. This is where most of the shows that has been taking place in Expo has been shown. So if you want to know more about upcoming events, you can download the Expo application and check. They always have the upcoming events there. Or you can also follow Expo on Instagram and see what's the upcoming events. One thing that's very, very unique about this also is it was made with about 80 engineers that came from different countries around the world. So that's why it's the biggest 360 dome in the world.
Yeah, and then I'll walk back to Spain because my students are in Spain. So is it wise to go to Spain and then walk back to Zimbabwe or just drop here and then come to Spain? No, they're here for like to take them.
It's the same because Spain. Hello, Habibi, you wanna go in or wanna come out? You wanna go in or wanna come out?
Don't do that, okay?
Yalla, out.
Don't come inside.
The next pavilion that we have on my left hand side is my favorite pavilion, which is Women's Pavilion. This pavilion talks about gender equality and women empowerment. As we all know that we have one woman that is in the head of Expo. So this is what Expo is trying to showcase, that even if you're a woman, you can still have an upper position in any organization. And then opposite that, on the right hand side, we have the Kuwait Pavilion. Inside this pavilion, you get to see how they preserve their water, and because it's one of the UAE nation that keeps water, or Arabic region that keeps water. And also they do have a rock inside that has survived for about 1,000 years. If you want to see, you can visit the pavilion. And then next to that, we have the Dubai Electricity and Water Authority. Inside this pavilion, UAE is trying to showcase, or Dubai is just trying to showcase how they're using how they're trying to initiate using clean technologies that can preserve the environment. They're also coming up with then we're just passing through Qatar. We all know that Qatar is our 2022 World Cup nation. So they also talk about it, and they also showcase some football fields inside it, and as well as showcasing their cultures in Qatar. The next pavilion is Azerbaijan. Inside this pavilion, they teach you how they preserve the environment in their country, how they take care of the environment as a person, as well as keeping it safe for the next generation. And then we have this beautiful Azerbaijan. It was built in the shape of a leaf, showcasing how sustainable they are in Azerbaijan. And the next coming pavilion, the one that you can see, a giant pool outside. This is Brazil Pavilion. So the structure of this pavilion was made with blue sheet. This sheet is actually protecting the pavilion from the sun. So when you're inside this pavilion, it's only the water that's under and the protection from the sun. So they don't have any ACs that they really use outside. So when you are there, you're just feeling the coolness of the water. Sometimes they do have some shows that happen on their stages from time to time. So as you walk through the giant pool, you can also watch some live shows. And then the next pavilion that we have is Sweden Pavilion. So all this wood that you see outside was actually brought from Sweden. So as you walk through the pavilion, you feel like you're walking through the Swedish forest. They also have a very beautiful cafe downstairs with the best coffee in Expo. So please do visit it if you are a lover of coffees. And then we have Lithuania. In this country, they are printing food, like edible food. So if you want to see how they print food that you can actually consume, you can visit it because they are showcasing how they are doing it. And they're actually saying it's actually safer to eat printed food because it actually has the longest shelf life than the normal food that we cook. And lastly, we have Slovenia. Next to Slovenia, we have the road that takes us to the people movers. So in case you want to go to other districts, be it opportunity or mobility, please make use of the shuttle buses. They are outside each and every gate that we have, and they're 100% free as well. On my right hand side, we have the main entrance and the main exit of Sustainability District. So on the side of the gate, we have official stores. This is where you can get souvenirs. We also have information centers whereby you can also book for a buggy, like the one on my right hand side if you need a buggy that takes you around the expo site. We also have toilets as well as ticketing area in case you want to purchase tickets for your family. And then on my left hand side we have this beautiful pavilion. This is the main sustainability pavilion. So you can see it's a unique shape. So these are actually solar panels, the one that you see outside. So we call them energy trees, and they are the one that actually generate the pavilion with energy. So this pavilion is known as a self-sustainable pavilion. It doesn't use any electricity from Terra or water. It has its own water and electricity drawn from these solar panels. And one thing that's unique about these solar panels as well is they are actually rotating solar panels. So they rotate throughout the day facing where the sun goes. So that's why you're seeing right now they're facing where the sun is. So when the sun moves, they also rotate facing where the sun is. And then for the next pavilion that we have on my right hand side, we have Singapore Pavilion. All the botanical trees that you're seeing outside was actually taken from Singapore just for Expo. So I mean it's very quite intriguing how they've managed to plant these trees in a harsh weather condition like UAE. This pavilion is also a self-sustainable pavilion because it doesn't use, you can feel the air that's coming from there. It doesn't use any ACs. They use these trees as a source of wind, and also they have moist that they blow also steam or fresh air. And then we have the Netherlands Pavilion. This pavilion inside they talk about biotop. They also grow mushrooms that is going to be used for construction. So instead of using cement, they will be using mushrooms. So if you want to see how exactly they will use mushroom for construction, please visit it. This pavilion is also one of the sustainable pavilions in this district because as you see, the steel that's outside the pavilion, it was used before and after Expo, it's going to be dismantled and be used again. And next we have the New Zealand Pavilion. In this pavilion you get to see how they keep the environment evergreen for the next generation. You get to see how they also do water conservation, thereby keeping the seas safe. You get to walk through the rain of New Zealand as well. They also have a beautiful restaurant that you can also sit on and enjoy some New Zealand's cuisine. And then lastly for today we have Espana. This is Spain Pavilion, which has a beautiful unique shape. Outside this pavilion on the entrance they have some gaming activities that you can engage in. And then when you enter the exhibition, they're actually showcasing how we can control things by just touching, and they also showcases a video that actually teaches us on how we can just communicate with each other using only sound. They also have a beautiful restaurant and also a retail shop where you can also shop or get some souvenirs. We have a lot of pavilions inside this sustainability district that I didn't mention, that are just in between or inside the bigger ones that I just highlighted, that you can also visit and get a lot of information when it comes to a sustainable future. We have about 192 countries, so it'd be very nice if we visit a lot of them and see what exactly is the reason for Expo being held this year. Thank you very much for exploring Sustainability District for me. I hope you enjoy exploring the world in one place. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Keep smiling and God bless. See you on our next vlog.